Hey, we're Miss Mister.
And you're watching MSN Exclusives.
Lost sight of who you are. Keen to make a connection. Force myself in a dimension. Lost sight of myself. How could it be what I wanna see? How could it be what I wanna see? How could it be what I wanna see?
So I thought we'd start with the game.
Okay.
Because you're called Mrs. Mister, I have 10 song titles that have either the word Miss or Mister in it.
Okay.
Okay.
You both buzz in by just saying your name and raising your hand. Lizzy, Max. And we don't play for free, we play for a whole Canadian $5 bill.
We don't have any cash yet.
Well, there you go. So this will get you coffee here in Canada, each, right? So, 10 song titles. All you have to say is Miss or Mister.
I'm very nervous.
Raise your hand,
Okay.
say your name to buzz in.
Okay.
Bob Dylan's Blank Tambourine Man.
Lizzy, Mr. Tambourino.
Correct.
This is easier than I think this is. Huh?
It's,
Okay.
I'm not. They're not
Okay,
hard ones.
okay,
There
okay.
might be a few hard ones. I don't know. Well, I don't know your
The hard
musical
part is
tastes.
remembering
Hey,
to buzz
Mr.
in.
All right.
Tambourine Man.
Yeah.
New game. You got to sing it afterwards. No,
Shit.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Set myself up for that.
Number 2, AFI Blank Murder.
Max misses.
Miss.
Well, close enough.
Yeah, we'll go with it. It's all Miss or Mister.
All Miss or
no
Miss.
misses.
Okay, good.
All of a sudden, I'm not nervous about this game. Now I understand it.
Yeah, there we go. Number 3, Kelly Clarkson Blank Independent.
Lizzy.
Max.
Miss
Oh,
Independent.
Correct. The Beatles Blank Moonlight.
Lizzy. Mr. Moonlight.
Mr. Moonlight is correct. Little apprehension there.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's just guessing completely.
Okay. The Killers Blank Brightside.
Max. Wait, what was it?
I don't know if that's fair. You buzzed in before you heard it. The Killers Blank Brightside.
Miss. Mister.
What are we going with here?
Mister.
You said Miss first.
But he doubled up a Mister. We'll give it to you.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Stereo Lab is the band. The song is Blank Modular.
Bing. Mister.
Incorrect.
Ooh, sorry, can I say that on my
Well, we'll beep it. We'll put like a little graphic
Okay,
X or
good.
something
Oh,
on your
graphic
face.
X. Since you got it wrong, can I buzz
Well,
in?
it's one of 2. Well, but we'll go for it anyway. For those who maybe missed what's happened here, what do you think it is?
Well, now I forgot.
Exactly, I knew that was going to happen. It's Stereo Lab Blank Modular. What did she say?
What did she say? I don't remember.
No.
No, the answer is
Miss.
Miss. Correct. Little Richards, Good Golly, Blank Molly.
Bing. I don't know why I'm saying Bing.
Bing works too. We'll go with Bing.
Miss.
Miss is correct. Buffalo
Miss.
Springfield,
Put him on the voice.
Buffalo Springfield, Blank Soul.
Lizzy.
I like this.
Max.
Well, Lizzy went first.
Miss.
Incorrect. Max.
Mister.
Mr. Soul is correct. Counting Crows, Blank Jones.
I blink.
Blank?
Max.
Max wins because he said his own name. What is the answer?
Miss.
Incorrect. Mister.
Oh, shit.
Outcast.
Mr. Jones. Yeah.
Oh, now you sang 2 of them. I'm very
Yeah,
happy
well,
with
I'm
this.
sick
Although
though.
that was
I'm
not the
really,
song
really
at all.
pushing
That's
it.
not the melody of the song.
Lizzy,
Yeah,
you
it is.
haven't warmed
Lend
up.
me. Yeah, Mr. Jones, lend me your ears. Do 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 do. No.
I don't think so.
That's
I
not
don't know
that
what you're
song.
singing.
What song am I singing?
Did you write a song called Mr. Jones at some point in your life?
I'm so sure. Okay, we're gonna battle that. We're gonna Spotify that later.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put that
Okay.
in the
All right.
text,
All right.
Okay?
One last one. Outcasts Blank Jackson.
Lizzy. Miss.
Miss Jackson is
Just
correct.
because you're better
I
at
am
getting
for
your
real.
name up.
She is, and I think she
Well,
actually won. So
Lizzy,
here is
I
a
said
whole 5
You
Canadian dollars. All right.
Mom,
To
you
the
thought
actual
I'd
point
made
of
it.
chatting
You're
with
making
you
it
guys.
now.
So take me back to you're looking to make some music. You have a record label. She sends you some music. What was it about her voice that you were just like, we need to make music together?
I think I've always been attracted to women with really sort of multi-dimensional voices. That there's the first way you listen to it, and then there's like this sort of gritty underbelly, and there's this feeling that they might fuck up at any time.
You have to beat that out too.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I am always trying to bring out as a producer is this sort of balance between this organic sort of wildness and this electronic control. And the singers that I'm most drawn to are the ones that are constantly sort of about to fall off the edge and then they catch themselves again. And and there was something about sort of the rawness of Lizzy's voice that I found really, really compelling.
Thanks, Max.
Well, to that answer, we'll
so-
flip it around too. He asked you to send him a bunch of music because he wanted to start making some music. What made you say, I'm going to throw my own little song in here with all these other people too?
Well, it's funny because I didn't know Max very well. We both went to school together, and we knew each other, but we weren't, very close. I knew he'd been making music, and I had heard some of his other projects that he'd been working on. And I don't know, something about the way he reached out to me, it was very sincere and eager, and just sort of looking for the opportunity to create, but with no sort of next goal, or I don't really know. You didn't know where you were going to take it, but you just knew that you wanted to be making music. And I had started writing a little bit on my own, but was clearly not in a position to really explore it and didn't have someone else who I could share that sort of secrecy or comfortable nature with, I don't know. So when he emailed me, it was sort of throwing caution to the wind, and I don't know what really prompted me. It just felt like a safe space. I feel like he'd give me an honest answer, but I didn't know him well enough that if he absolutely hated it, I ever had to see him again, and it was fine, and it wouldn't sort of like negatively reflect on me in the future. And then I was just really pleased when he got back to me and said that he was into it and it would be fun to experiment. And we just went into it with no, expectations of what would happen, but I think just really keen to do something creative and explore our musical interests.
How has that worked into the live shows now that you've brought a band into these songs instead of just the two of you in your apartment making music?
I think it's an ongoing process because Max and I, the band is Max and me, and we wrote all the music, just the two of us. And it was all recorded before we'd ever even played our first show. And so it was definitely a challenge to how do we bring the organic and electronic elements out that we've created and the epic and cinematic nature that we've really strived to create in the recorded music to a live show. And one of the first things we discussed was, is it gonna be just us two up there, or are we gonna make this a full band? And we were pretty adamant from the beginning that we didn't wanna be on stage just the two of us with a laptop, that would sort of undermine the music and environment that we were trying to create. And so we were really lucky we brought these other two musicians on board, Zach, who's an incredible, incredible drummer, and Curtis, who's an amazing instrumentalist, multi-instrumentalist, does lap steel and auto harp and synth bass and real bass. And sort of our powers combined, it really does the music justice because it very much pays homage to the very acoustic and organic elements of the music, but we still have a really gritty and dark electronic underbelly and twinge and glitch and warp to it. And I think because we're also four people on stage, there's an energy about it. It doesn't feel sterile, it feels alive. It sort of gives new breath and energy to the music.
And I think it's definitely, it stays true to it, but it's a different experience watching it live. And it's really exciting for us, I think, to sort of experience that side of it because we'd never done that before. And it's interesting to think about how it's influencing our writing process now because we had never been live performers when we started writing. So now to think about how it translated what we recorded and what we'll record in the future, I think is...
Well, how's it doing that? That's interesting. What is changing about your process?
Well, we don't know yet because we haven't been writing for a little while.
So you think it will change that?
I think it did. I mean, well, we went back in to the record and sort of like once we added auto harp to a few tracks, we were like, this is so incredible, we have to put this on the record. So we went back in and recorded auto harp and added that to the Bridge of Hurricane and added a few things like that. We're open to sort of starting to experiment with other ways of writing. It's not just the two of us on a computer and sort of maybe seeing what it's like to write in a room with like live instruments and how's that going to feel? And I don't know. We'll sort of start to feel that out.
Where do you start when you're writing? Is it beats? Is it programs? Is it synths? Like how does a song begin for the two of you? Do you come in with words first? Like,
it depends.
How does it work?
It's sort of one of two ways. Either Lizzy will sort of write a top line and fill that in with sort of background vocals, just sort of building chords, and I'll pick out the chords from there and sort of write a track around that. Or I'll write a track and send it to Lizzy, and she'll write the top line over that. But we really share the sort of rawest, roughest version of things with each other, and then cross-edit back and forth and give tons of notes, and are not precious about it at all. Just sort of a bit brutal with each other, trying to find whatever's going to service the song best. Mm-hmm. So every song is really a combination of the two of us in every way.
I gotta let you guys go soon. So May 22nd and 23rd, Toronto.
God,
You're so sad.
Matt.
We have another game before we go.
Okay, good.
another game.
Well, it's not really a game. It's just something we do call 5 questions. 5 quick questions, 1-word answers.
Okay.
Okay.
Road or studio?
Studio.
Lennon or McCartney?
McCartney.
Lennon.
Song you've written you're most proud of.
Dark Too Hot.
That was quick. That was good. Probably Dr. Wop.
Cool. When you hear a song, what usually hits you first? Lyrics, melody, or rhythm?
Rhythm.
I think rhythm.
In one word, Miss Mister.
Layered.
That's a really deep connection the two of you just had. That was crazy. I feel like I should leave.
Let's go with that.
Layered. I need a cigarette.
Woo!
I don't even smoke.